Hi loves, welcome back to the channel. I know. I'm so sorry, guys. I have been off for what now? 3 weeks plus. Like, let's just say a month. And guys, I don't even want to make any excuses for why I have been off this platform for that long. And trust me, I did record while I was off, but the videos were not just good enough for me, and I just didn't post them. And it just kept going on and on like that until I just lost the zeal to create. And then I had an accident, and everything was just happening all together. It's not like I'm making excuses. I don't really want to make excuses, but yeah, I did have some reasons why I did not come. But I'm sorry, guys. Please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, let us jump right into the video of today, so we do not waste time, and we just talk about it and we enjoy this video, right? So guys, today we are going to be talking about Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story. Guys, I am such a Bridgerton fan. I think I did for season 2. I think I made a video for season 2. I'm not sure. If I did know, I probably did like a short clip on Instagram then or something. But yeah, I am such a fan of Bridgerton, and I was so excited when this came out, and that's why I'm talking about it. I'm a little late, but yeah, we're gonna be doing this video anyways. So in this video, I'm not going to be doing like a proper review. I'm just going to be talking about all the things that happened in Bridgerton and how I liked them, and just rate it really. Yeah, I mean, it's still a review. Anyways, my dear Bridgerton fans, we have been served with Queen Charlotte, and I must tell you that this one is good meal. I mean, right from the beginning till the end, everything was just in sync. So for Bridgerton fans, we already know about the Mad King, right? We saw it in Bridgerton season 1, and we saw it in season 2 also. I mean, just like it just came in, it had like 2 scenes or 1 scene or thereabout. But I mean, we knew that the king was mad, but we didn't know how it happened. We did not know how Charlotte became queen. We did not know her story. And to be fair, we're not expecting to get Queen Charlotte, but I feel like because of the way Charlotte carried herself, the way she expressed herself, how much of an authority she was what made Shonda Rhimes think, you know what, I'm just gonna give these people their wish. Take Queen Charlotte. We took it. I love it, guys. I absolutely love it. Let us talk about love confessions in Bridgerton. I mean, for season 1 of Bridgerton, for season 2 for Queen Charlotte, we know, if we know one thing for sure, we know that Bridgerton always serves when it comes to love confessions. The way they profess their love for each other, the words, they are heartfelt, they are deep, they are, they sound real, they sound, it makes you feel like words truly carry meaning and they hold water. There's this, you just feel this mushiness in you when you watch and listen to the kind of things that they say. I think that's one exciting thing about, like, that's one of the most exciting things about Bridgerton. It is the words, oh my god, the words. They always serve. And I mean, for season 1 of Bridgerton, there was the I burned for you, right? Season 2, we had You're the bane of my existence. Season 3 now is I cannot breathe when you're not near. You and me, we're a team. Like, a lot of, they are like the most simple words, but when you think of it, you realize how much it means. And the tiny details, especially when King George has already said something to Charlotte when they were younger, and her older self still reminisces on those words, and she still like lives in that fantasy. It's like it's not like it is like she was stuck, right? She was stuck in whatever love fantasy they had when they were young. She was frozen in time with him in love, and I think that's one of the most beautiful things about Queen Charlotte. Like, and the story felt so real, so original, so so true. It is very realistic. When you fall in love with somebody, you are so in love, but you realize that you are alone in this. You're not totally alone because this person does love you, but they do not have the capacity to love you as much as they are supposed to. It is, and it was so sad, guys. It was so sad. So now let me talk about the characters. I am going to start from Brimsley and Reynolds, right? Because I want to do like hierarchical. Should I? But let's do that. Let's talk about Brimsley and Reynolds first. For me, I think I enjoyed when both of them were together. Like, their silent moments. I love this a lot because they said very few words, but he passed on so much meaning. He had substance, and I really like that about them. I mean, even when they were with their king and their queen, their acting was so good. It was so pure. It was chilled. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like, there, there was that connection between who they were playing and themselves. I don't think I would see anybody else play those roles, and I would have liked it as much as I liked them. Or maybe they just did a really good job, really, because I mean I enjoyed watching Reynolds and Brimsley. Talk about Lady Danbury. Oh my God, that woman was a woman of substance. I mean, if you've watched Bridgerton itself, you know that Lady Danbury has been a woman of substance from time. We know her to carry so much poise, so much energy. She exudes so much, but we don't know her story. And I really like that they told Lady Danbury's story in Queen Charlotte's story. I mean, they're from the same time, so it was just right that they did that. And I like that, they gave us an insight into her life too, and seeing how she came from, the two angles. They were like two sides to her. There was the side of being a submissive wife to her husband, and there was also the side of being a feisty woman, who would go for anything she wants. And that's one thing I also really liked about her. I liked that, there was a balance between the two worlds that she existed in, or that, she has created for herself. Because as much as she needed to be this certain type of person for the kind of society that she lived in, she was also a woman of herself, and she knew who she truly was inside, and she never really like lost herself because she needed to like live a facade. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I really liked watching Lady Danbury. Her speech was amazing. Every dialogue she had was giving a 10 over 10. Her friendship with the queen. And oh, I love that with the king's mother. Every time they show their son, I'm like, give it to her. So yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed watching Lady Danbury. The king's mother too, I enjoyed watching her. And then to the main characters of the day, King George and Queen Charlotte. Oh my God. There's one thing that men have, right? Like that when they talk, when they're trying to seduce you. When they are just, being themselves, when they are angry, and interpreted every single emotion correctly. That eye thing you do when you're trying to like sweep a lady off her feet. He did that in the first scene they met when she was trying to get over the wall. The next time he wanted to shout at her, or the first time rather, when he wanted to shout at her, you could see his face. He was looking so fierce and angry. Where he wanted to go from being angry to apologetic, we felt it. Where he was being sweet and emotional, we felt it. And I loved how vulnerable he was around that. I mean, at first he wasn't, but when he became vulnerable, oh my God, I loved every part of that. I loved how freely he lived. I love how they bonded. Like the chemistry existed. I could feel it in between both of them. And India is such an amazing actress. Oh my God. Like I don't know who is a better actor between Korea and India, right? I mean, that's King George and Queen Charlotte. They were so amazing. They had such an amazing bond. And even watching their interviews and their media rounds, off scene, they have so much chemistry. And I'm like, oh my God, my years are just there. I love them. I really, and I like it when actors, you can see that they were not. I mean, they are faking it because it's acting, but you cannot say that they are faking it because it was just too good. It was too true, and I just love that about it. And a lot of people have been comparing Bridgerton season 1, that is Simon, and then season 2, that's Anthony, and now King George. They've been comparing the three male lead characters, like who was. But guys, let's know one thing, right? Simon set the pace for others. Anthony was great in his time, and so is George now. So please, let us not start disrespecting Simon because he served. And the only reason why we're watching season 2 and now Queen Charlotte is because Simon served, right? So for the lead character, I mean, okay, I think for me, my major lead female will be Kate Shah. Yeah, Kate. No, it's India. India is my major. That's Queen Charlotte. I don't know, I'm torn between Kate and Charlotte, right? But young Charlotte, by the way, I mean older Charlotte, we already saw, I in Bridgerton. So yeah, we know that she's an embodiment of everything. But I'm talking about the young Charlotte and Kate. I think it's between both of them for me. Yeah, yes. So I mean, character-wise, I think they always get it right. You can see the resemblance between you can see the resemblance between young Queen Charlotte and older Queen Charlotte. Even if it was makeup that made them look so much alike, you could still feel it, right? And they had the same kind of poise, the same the same energy. Everything was just giving. Oh guys, my favorite line from this season has to be sorrow, sorrow prayers. And I've been using it a lot, guys. Every time something happens to someone, I'm just like, oh, sorry, sorry prayers, sorry, sorry prayers. It was so funny. And I like the fact that as much as it was serious, there was a bit of, we could laugh. We enjoyed watching it. I totally enjoyed watching it. And yeah, I don't want to waste too much time. I think I'm going to just come to the end of this review here. And if you've seen Queen Charlotte, I want to know what you think about Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, and who is your favorite character. My favorite character would be India. She played Queen Charlotte. I think she was amazing. And I liked Reynolds too. I liked, that we could also see his expressions very well. I liked all of them really. I also really liked Lady Danbury. I can't lie. Even Violet, young Violet. I liked young Violet. I liked everybody. I liked everybody, honestly. And that is the end of this video. Please do tell me in the comment section if you've seen Queen Charlotte, what you think about it. I want to read from you. I want to hear all your views about this movie, or this show rather. And I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye.